Hey guys, this is Dr. Nancy Lee. I think I'm live. Okay, so if you're with me and you can see me live, please comment on the chat. And currently this is being streamed through both YouTube and also LinkedIn Live. I think I'm live. So come on the chat if you can see me live. So today we're testing new technology, make sure the important content is being seen by both platforms. Okay, awesome. I think I am live on YouTube. This is great. Awesome. So looks like we are getting started. So let me do this. As we have 1 minute to get started. Let me do this. Anybody, if you see me live on LinkedIn, please comment. Awesome, great. So looks like I'm live in both streams. This is awesome. We have 1 minute to get started. So let me share my screen, share the countdown timer. Today we have very important message I want to share with all of you guys. It's going to decide how well you're going to do in this special time. I hope it's not a recession, but I have lots to share with you guys. And especially you guys ask lots of questions. Yeah, feel free to put your questions in the chat. I am going to cover all your questions. Go ahead. I see Jessie. Okay, I'm back. So let me make sure I have my microphone connected to the right place. Awesome. I believe I'm connected correctly. Awesome. Great. Hey guys, this is Dr. Nancy Lee. I help people transition from worker bee to product manager and business leader. Today, you are going to join me live to discuss what do we do in the special economy. We might or may not see a recession and some company announce hiring freeze. So today I'm going to share with you my analysis of the industry and also what you need to do in this new special environment. Lots has changed in the past 1 month, and start from like crypto industry crash. As you can see, the price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and lots of projects actually also went poof during the last month. Lots of crazy things happened, and also at the same time, the stock market also dropped, and some companies start to announce hiring freeze. So today we will share with you what you need to do in this scenario. Okay, so at the same time, let me quickly choose virtual background and introduce myself. Awesome. Okay, great, cool. All right, so quick introduction regarding who I am, and lots of you guys know me through my YouTube channel. Some of you guys are connected with me through LinkedIn. That's why you're here today. So I am Dr. Nancy Lee. I've helped over hundreds of product managers, many the dream product manager job offer, starting from FAANG companies and non-FAANG companies. And I have a coaching program called Product Manager Accelerator. You can go to this website, drnancylee.com, to learn more. All right, so today we are going to talk about your the reason here today, right? The most asked questions, what do we do in this recession? May not be recession, put this way, in this new economy. What do we do if companies already start announce that they freeze hiring? All right, and so let me do this. Let me go through today's stack with you. You are in luck. The reason was because, and actually I prepared lots of free coaching materials for you guys. So let me do this. Let me share my screen and so go through today's main topic. All right, so today specifically, we are going to cover what do we do if companies freeze hiring and different scenarios we need to go through. And we're going to go through 3 steps with all of you guys. Get we started. So first of all, I do want to share with you regarding my past experience when I have faced the freeze hiring stage and what the scenario looked like. And that's why I have experiences before and also tell you exactly how you can follow the same strategies as I did. That was in April 2020, as I think you guys remember that's when COVID get started. On April 2020 was the worst month ever in terms of the job market because almost all the companies announced that they were going to freeze hiring, which was true. And suddenly all the job offers will just like new openings will pull off the table. All right, all of a sudden it happened. And also at the time, I believe March 23rd was also the lowest job of the stock market. So everything just started to follow because stock market jobs, people didn't know what to do with COVID during the pandemic. So there's no jobs out there. And at that time, I really made a strategic decision. And actually, I was very proud of that because instead of saying, okay, I will stop looking for jobs, I made a decision. What about I try it out? Okay, I decided to try to identify 20 different jobs. That was in April 2020. And I strategically networked with 10 companies and interviewed 6 companies and eventually land 4 offers. And through those 4 offers, a direct product offer. All right. And today I'm going to share with you the same strategies I did, knowing that companies are actually pulling all the like job openings or announce that freeze hiring, what you need to do in this scenario. All right, so keep tuned. At the same time, please make sure you put all your questions in the chat because I'm gonna answer all your questions live as much as possible through today's talk. And at the same time, make sure give this video a thumb up because I believe that lots of people need to hear this important message. This is a make a breaking moment. If seriously recession seriously come, lots of dramatic changes. So you guys need to get started now because we're not in a recession yet, to be frank, but get ready and knowing what you need to do is very important. Okay. And failing to plan is planning to fail. All right. So let's get started planning what you need to do in the special environment. Okay. Another thing is that quick reminder, anybody who is still interviewing with FAANG companies or maybe non-FAANG companies, feel free to go to this website to download the free question database. And there are 50 FAANG PM interview questions database. You can go to this website, drnancy.com/50FAANG. Okay. So go to this website, get to the free resources I prepared for all of you guys. And then I also want to share with you guys regarding how would you able to get free coaching from me. And actually every Wednesday, whenever we go live, people can do mock interview with me for free or ask me questions live for free. How to get selected to do free mock interview with me is directly you go to who has more likes and shares of my YouTube videos, and you should go there, or whoever made donation to any of the nonprofit I support, and I do one-on-one donation matches. You donate $1, I donate actually more than $1 to all the educational nonprofit I support. So you guys get priorities to get free coaching from me. Okay, so how to actually get selected to join me live? You can in this description of this video, you can see a Google form to submit your request. Okay, then you can join me live to do free mock interviews or review your 30 seconds elevator pitch or anything you want to discuss with me. Okay, now also quick reminder, people ask, hey Nancy, how can I join your PM accelerator? You guys make lots of comment on my YouTube channel. So how to do it is that you should join this free masterclass where I teach you how to land your dream permanent job offer and thrive in it in 60 days. Go to this website, drnancy.com/masterclass. And at the end of the masterclass, I'm going to tell you more regarding PM accelerator. You can also decide if you want to join the most engaging PM communities or not. Okay, cool. Now, another free resources, quick reminder, anybody who wants to find mock interview partners, feel free to join the LinkedIn group and also WeChat group. So you guys can directly take a screenshot right now. Let me make a full screen so it's bigger. You can take a screenshot. Yeah, and then you can just find other people like you to go through the entire journey. Okay. Now let's do this. Let's quickly review the hiring process, the changes of like freeze hiring, and those are the latest news. And first of all, as you can see, this is my team actually collect all the information myself, also read all the news out there. Basically, Netflix, Meta, Uber, and those companies, they recently announced layoff and hiring freeze. And also, sometimes, I just want to point out some companies, for example, for Meta, even if they recently announced hiring freeze, but last announcement is mainly for the engineering team. And as we are speaking right now, at this moment, we still have students interviewing with Meta. Some of them are like in final round interview with Meta already. So for PM positions, they are still having interviews and starting hiring. Okay, so do not just see the tagline and really pay close attention to the type of teams that's still hiring. Okay, and of course, Google also mentioned they have hiring freeze. Microsoft, and then also I believe I read the news a few days ago, Microsoft confirmed Office and Windows hiring slowdown in the latest sign of economic caution. Okay, so I want you guys to pay close attention here. Okay, so when they talk about slowing down for a certain product, doesn't mean everywhere in Microsoft. Soon I am going to show you all the job openings that's still available for PM position. You know, everyone in this channel is mainly interested in product management, and it's only for certain product, not for all the product. And later on, we'll also show you what kind of product you should look out for. Okay. And at the same time, let me double check, and can people we are the offers all in FAANG. What I mean we are is I think people put some typo in your questions. Please, okay, so please continue to share your questions, but at the same time, make sure let me understand all your questions. I think people ask about the offers, not we are the offers, the offers in FAANG companies. We're gonna share you the offers in FAANG company later on. Let me finish the analysis of the job market right now, and also pay close attention to what they described in the news. Okay, and then. So Tesla, Microsoft, and again, actually was this Monday, and they mentioned slow hiring. All right. And I believe Tesla also mentioned they're going to have 10% layoff as well. All right. But in this moment, I really want you guys to pay close attention to what other department is still hiring. And I don't believe that it's like everywhere, just a cut 10% everywhere, maybe some department more, some department less. So I'm going to show you how to like really identify it. Of course, Lyft and Uber also announced that they significantly slowing hiring and cutting budget. The reason was because Lyft and Uber, they're mainly the B2C type of companies. And to be frank with you guys, majority of the B2C type of companies and depends on the customer segmentation and what type of customer will be most sensitive to use those kind of product. And when there is inflation or there is like change of economy, and clearly Lyft and Uber in the past, they are mainly raising lots of money in the past, right? As you guys know, through the stock offerings. And I believe Uber, they're still struggling making like profits. So therefore, when economy hit and when the stock went down, they really need to look into their budget and also their cost to understand what is the best way for the company to continue to grow. So therefore, Lyft and Uber, they have bigger impact as well. And there's another company with Coinbase. Our team, we run our space. We didn't put Coinbase here as well, like Coinbase. And actually, they also announced freeze hiring and also have rescinded some offers. Actually, some of our students received Coinbase offers. Actually, she was one of the youngest person and also the only woman in the Coinbase office for the band she was in, and she was actually the best interviewer candidate to join the company. That's what the interviewer said. It was very sad because the economy, she wasn't able to immediately join on Coinbase. But I believe that when people really understand where this like inflation is heading to, all different type of companies will start to open up new opportunities, and she will be also the best person into the company as well. So I want you guys still stay hope up and also continue to watch out for the market as well. All right. But then also let me bring it up. The reason Coinbase freeze hiring was because the stock dropped significantly. Okay. So pay close attention to what kind of a business model those kind of companies are running. Okay. And how the consumers are reacting to it. And as I said, B2C companies are the first type of company they start to feel the consumer changes. So pay close attention to the business model of those companies. Okay. So I believe someone asked about the FANG offers, and yes, and actually, and every week inside of PM Accelerator, which is the program, the coaching program I run right here, go to this website, learn more. Inside the PM Accelerator, every week we celebrate our offer. And this is the offer we had last week. Actually, people talk about FANG offers, and last week we actually land 2 FANG offers from Microsoft. We got 2 Microsoft offers, and actually there's another offer I didn't post, which I'm gonna post later today. And we're still landing offers from Tesla. Actually, other people still actually landing multiple offers from Series A, Series D startup. Many different people are still in the process interviewing with like Google and like Amazon, those kind of companies. And so not all the places have surely like purely shut down. Okay. So I believe one of the questions someone asked is hiring freeze a real thing? So Jesse asked this question. Yes, it is a real thing right here. So it's a public information. But now, as I said, depends on the department. So now let me share with you guys. Look up the bright side. What does this look like? But how our students still landing job offers from FANG companies and also still into process interviewing was because pay close attention to the number right here. Okay. So if you look up on Indeed, there are still $44,098 jobs, PM jobs opening in the US right now, 44,000 PM jobs out there. Okay, so there are still many job openings in the PM space. If you look up different type of companies, for example, Google, even if they say slow hiring, they still have 187 PM jobs out there. Okay, Meta, slow hiring, they still have 443 PM jobs out there. Microsoft, as of today, they still have 325 PM jobs. Okay, Amazon, even bigger and better, like 10 times bigger actually. Amazon still hiring 2,738 PM jobs out there, and Apple over 200 PM jobs out there. Uber still have, even if this is like slowing down the hiring, they still have 129 PM jobs out there. Okay, it's as of today when we're streaming live. Okay, so therefore I want you guys pay close attention to the type of product. Now let me give you a specific example, Microsoft, which is one of the companies, and I believe they have so many different products and so many different potentials. Okay, so Microsoft, even if they announce that they have like Windows, like products, slow hiring or freeze hiring, but doesn't mean that their Azure cloud products freeze hiring. And in fact, last week when our student landing Microsoft offers, he landed offer working on Azure. Okay, so which means for cloud space, so Azure is a cloud, is a cloud for Microsoft, and it's the second biggest cloud in the market right now. The biggest cloud platform is Amazon Web Services, and second biggest one is still Microsoft. Okay, so Microsoft and Azure are still hiring the cloud space, and also the reason behind it was because in the cloud space, right? So it's kind of very essential for majority of the businesses, and especially for those businesses who are moving towards cloud, who are already running their applications on cloud. In this scenario, people are not going to say, oh, okay, there's an inflation, so I'm not going to like put my servers on cloud anymore. You're already on cloud. What do you want to do? You want to put it on premise? You want to buy some servers? Well, there's very limited choices. If they move from cloud back to on-premise, they're going to spend money on buying computers. So some other companies will also get more businesses. So it doesn't matter you move from cloud and to on-premises, using cloud or not. In general, that specific segment is still doing well or more stable, that I call the recession proof. Okay, it's more stable compared with other type of Microsoft product. Okay, so does this make sense to me, to you guys? Comment on the chat. Okay, I want to make sure you guys understand and get it. Okay, so it's very critical. Today I'm gonna have like lots of in-depth analysis and also tell you what you need to do. Okay, it's important you guys understand everything. Comment on the chat. All right. And okay, so we also have lots of questions coming in. People said, and just gonna offer as a founding team PM, what are the major things I should focus on my first job? Or two, what are some of the challenges I can expect to face? Fantastic, Justin. I'm gonna cover your questions towards the end, okay? But it's amazing. So you see people just comment on the chat who already received an offer as founding team member PM. All right, so there's so many job openings and out there. Pay close attention. I'm gonna give you specific examples. All right, and Justin, make sure you stay until the end. I'm gonna answer your questions. Okay, so now let me go back to my deck. I see people said yes, so I assume you understand the concept I'm trying to teach you guys here. Awesome, awesome. So let me go back to my deck and go through today's presentation. You know, you guys, I made a beautiful slides for you guys. Don't you think the slides design is much nicer? Yes, because I want to make sure you guys have the best strategies moving forward. Okay, pay close attention to everything I say. Okay, now, what you need to do in this scenario, okay, so there's a company still hiring, I just proved to you, and also different departments still hiring. What you need to do in this scenario, even if some of them announce freeze hiring, what you need to do is the 3 steps. Step number 1, decide if you want to change the job in 1 to 2 years. Okay, it's very important. Okay, so everybody pay close attention here. If you decide, you're saying, oh, you know what, Nancy, I don't even care. I don't care if the economy goes up and down. I love my current job. That's a very different story. This coming talk has nothing to do with you anymore, because it's just that you decide to stay in your current company, but you'll probably tune into my upcoming YouTube live, teach you how can you keep your job in your current company. That's a different talk, okay? But now also let me share with you regarding how to think about, should you actually keep your current job or change jobs? Especially everybody tuning right now, you're probably already thinking about your next step in terms of long-term career success. All right, so let me unshare my screen because I have an important story I need to share with you guys. Okay, so let me tell you a story regarding how I decide. That was 2 years ago. I want to change my job or not. Okay, you guys are on the fence. Okay, do I change my job because freeze hiring or not? Okay, so what happened to me was, that was 2 years ago. I was working for Verizon. That was April 2020. And actually the pandemic gave me a boost in terms of my career and also woke me up seriously. Because at the time I asked myself the same question. do I need to change job in the coming 1 to 2 years? Or do I want to? I don't need to. My job is extremely stable. And actually, I promoted twice within Verizon. I was actually, at the time, I was the only female manager out of 100 people product management organization completely. I was just the only one. People love me, continue to get promoted. I also had, I had 6 mentors. They are director or VP level at the time in Verizon. So people would really want to see me succeed. I have lots of support. There's no reason for me to actually to leave Verizon at the time. And actually my boss actually really liked me, and I really like my boss as well. To be frank, the reason I stayed there for 4 years at Verizon was because of people. I really enjoy working with my peers, and my manager is the best manager ever. But it's a time for me to make a decision. I asked myself a very important question. At the time, that was April 2020, what if the pandemic is not going to be over for another 1 year, 2 years, which is true. This lasts for so long. It's crazy. And then I talk myself, well, if pandemic can be over in like 6 months or after 2 years, do I feel comfortable stay in Verizon for another maybe 6 months up to 2 years? At the time, my answer is no, because even if I had gotten promoted twice, but I've been there for 4 years, I just felt like my growth had a plateau already. And I truly love my team, my manager, as I said, best manager ever. I just felt like I can do more. I also feel like I can take the leadership roles. I really wanted to become a director. But if I stay in Verizon for another 2 years and waiting for the pandemic to be over, and I will be there for 6 years in total, it just sounds really long, and also made me feel like it's like getting old the whole time. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to stay for another 4 years, because 6 years, for another 2 years, because total I'll be staying there for 6 years. The 6 years is extremely long. So I made a strategic decision and saying that, you know what, even if there's actually very limited jobs out there in April 2020, why don't I just go interview and see if I can land any director positions? If I can land multiple director positions, or at least one, is proof that maybe I'm ready to become a director. If I can not land any job offer, just stay at Verizon for another 2 years, 5 years. You never know. Because it just decide, God will probably make decision for me at the time. So that's why I decided to apply for jobs at the time. And the result is I was able to land 4 offers within 60 days, and 3 of those 4 offers a direct apply offer, which proved my original hypothesis, which I believe that I was ready for director, which I took the director offer and started to do something else, which also accelerated my career. Okay, so I want you guys to think about this as well. Ask yourself seriously, what if this is turning into a real recession, which we don't know yet? Would you feel comfortable stay in your current company for at least 1 year or 2 years? Seriously, I think if you want to ride over this until the entire inflation goes down, I think at least 1 to 2 years. Do you feel okay to do the job that you do every day? Do you feel like every day, I hate my job? It's just like dragging my feet going to office, or dragging my feet to turn on the computer in a remote office like we have right now? Okay, if the answer is no, I don't want to stay here for another 1 to 2 years, and then you need to follow step number 2, and we should immediately look for a job. Okay, so let me show you step number 2. And at the same time, let me see any questions. I think people are following this. Okay, so come on the chat. Given I have showed you step number 1, tell me yes or no on the chat. Okay, do you feel like you have decided you want to change job in the coming 1 to 2 years? Yes or no? Or some of you guys saying, no, I don't want to change a job. I want to do a quick test for you guys to understand, and actually how many of you guys feel like you are just like, I really want to make a change. Okay, come on the chat. Yes means yes, I want to make a change in the coming 1 to 2 years. No means I'm fine staying here for another 2 years. I don't mind. Okay, come on the chat. Yes or no. Cool. I see something said yes. Awesome. cool. Right, and yeah, come on the chat. And then someone else also said, yes, looking to get into PM. Another person said that. Perfect. Okay. And here's the thing. And yeah, feel free to put it here. Someone else also said yes as well. Okay, great, cool. Okay, so you guys make your own decision, but really do those kind of soul searching. Okay, it's very important. Also see someone else said yes as well. Yes, seriously ask yourself, I cannot stay for another 1 to 2 years. Then you need to take actions right away. Don't wait until like 5 months later and then everybody's freeze hiring, then you start looking for a job. That was too late. Okay, so you make a decision. I'm okay 1 to like 2 years, and then no, then fine. If yes, you want to make changes, yes, take actions right now. If yes, follow the following strategies. Okay, number 2 is that identify the cash cow businesses. Okay, identify the cash cow businesses. Very critical. Now, let me use some companies as an example. Cash cow businesses. Let me let me unshare my slide. Okay, let's go back to the job opening slides. I think it's easier to do some explanation. All right, this is just like FAANG companies. Okay, okay. By the way, they're called FAANG company. This FAANG, M stands for Microsoft, U stands for Uber, L Lyft, right? FAANG company, the new term, not just FAANG company. Just use those as an example. What I mean by cash cow businesses is that actually cash cow product. It's more important part. We're all product managers. You understand the business model, customer segmentation, and also whether they're in untapped market. Okay, very important 3 key factors to understand. Are they cash cow business a lot? Okay, so every time when you go out for job hunting and analyze your the product you're going to manage. And at the examples I gave you earlier, for example, the Microsoft Cloud, and they're doing very well. They're also growing very quickly. They're increasing market share year after year. They are a cash cow business, and also in cloud space, it's like I myself also work in the cloud. I launched edge computing product, so I understand the entire cloud space, and cloud actually is very profitable business, and also very in need, right? And some of our students, they also one of our students, what's the name of the company? Let me put on the job offer. Okay, so let me do this, and actually live examples. I just have a screenshot from my student today. I just read out the company's name. It's called Inco Technology. I'm going to share my screen and show you what the examples of cash cow business. How can you analyze it? Okay, so let's do this. Today, our student landed a job offer from a company called Inco Technology. Of course, it's not FAANG or FAANG company you haven't heard of, but let me analyze this for you live. See if it's a cash cow business. Okay, so let me stop sharing and let me go to a different tab. And so I share with, let me go to different tab. And then we all analyze this company's financial situation with me live. Okay, so cash cow business is recession proof. Best business to join. Okay, so and in code technology and Crunchbase. Go to this website, Inco Technology Crunchbase. So our student land job offers today. Actually, see the screenshot. Hey guys, can you see my screenshot? Yeah. Basically, she sent me a picture of the offer. All right, and the company name, everything. Okay, so this Inco Technology. All right, so can you guys see this, my screen? I think you can, okay. Come on the chat if you can see my screen. I believe I shared. Okay, so go to this website, crunchbase.com. Now, in crunchbase.com, and you can look up the companies, the size, Series B, just raised funding, and do this. See the financial situation. So they have raised 4 rounds, several lead investors, and also they already raised $257 million. Okay, so that sounds like lots of cash. Recently raised fund in December 2021. That's actually, half a year ago, roughly half a year ago. And now let's see this. So basically they raised lots of fundings. Let's see the type of product they build. All right. So Inco Technology is real-life verification company that specialize in biometric industry. So they're doing verification. Let's go to the website. Identity platform to power a world of trust. So it's AI-based platform, doing verification and authentication, and see the customers. Okay, so it looks like they're doing authentication verification for those big enterprise customers. So it's a clearly B2B type of companies. And basically doing this verification, I think you guys are thinking about this, right? And whenever you can, and I believe when you log into iPhone using your face as a verification, it's using similar type of technology. Use this verification for people's ID, yada yada. Just use this as an example. I want you guys to understand. So this is a B2B company, and also feels like, wow, people actually use those kind of verification type technology, right? It's very fundamental, which is independent of inflation goes up and down. Now, the next part is understand their investors. You can look up different kind of investors, and basically their investors or leading investor, the pretty big investors runs there. And now during your interview, you need to poke around to understand what's the financial situation of this company. And during the interview, you can identify, and actually you can talk to the interviewer regarding, okay, so how long is the runway? So what does this look like? How does your business depend on the economic environment? And do you have very strong pipeline of like leads and sales or contract between different kind of enterprise customers, because they're B2B type of companies? All right. So those kind of important information you need to ask and identify, are they cash cow business or not? Okay. So, but it looks like they already have lots of funding and like lots of investors already. But the rest of information, you need to do more research. And when you go into the interview, and also maybe talk to other people, so there are many different things they should show you. And lots of our students, because I negotiate offers for lots of my students, when they went in, even the interviewer told them that this is cash cow business. Their current business is the cash cow business, and their revenue. Some of my students there that joined a Stripe competitor, and the companies basically, the interviewer told him that their revenue is even higher than Stripe. So which means they are doing extremely well. And the interview even literally saying that and saying that they have lots of cash around and they're ready to grow. Okay, those companies are independent of inflation. They are not going to do freeze hiring, announce freeze hiring at all. Okay, they will continue to hire. So understand those cash cow business. And at the same time, and as I mentioned, usually the consumer companies, they are more sensitive to the huge change of inflation, and B2B companies in general, they are more recession proof. Okay, just in a high level, but you need to analyze the situation one by one. Okay, now let me go back to my deck. Share again. I believe I shared this again. Cool. Okay, great. Feel free to put your questions here. And one of the questions, let me answer the question right now. Why do you think Amazon has a, am I sharing my screen? Why it's black? Ooh, stop sharing. Hold on, it's black. One sec. Hold on. Why is black? Let me share again. Slideshow. Yeah, I think I'm sharing correctly this time. Okay, so people ask this question. So why do you think Amazon has a large number of open roles? Very good question. Okay, so what happening to Amazon is that Amazon have very different kind of business pipeline. All right, Amazon Web Services, AWS. Seriously, I have been in love with AWS for a very long time. because I built competing product for AWS in the past. I also have collaborated with Amazon and Microsoft when I launched my last product in the past. Okay, so when we are launching product, and I realized that actually Amazon Web Services, they are fantastic cash cow business. They are the number one, like highest market penetration in the cloud space. And I believe that the lots of cash and actually being print from Amazon Web Services, and they also have the biggest platform, go-to places to like host the cloud operations. And I really believe that AWS is doing extremely well. And also more and more people are moving to cloud right now. Okay, so that leads to the important question. Okay, so the cloud space is getting bigger and bigger. Now everybody has a cut of the pie. The pie become bigger, and Amazon is number one winner of the entire pie. So that's why they have the highest opening. I believe majority was contributed by the Amazon Web Services. And now, Amazon also have Amazon.com. So, and that side of business, and I think still doing well enough so far, so we should continue to watch. But I am big believer of Amazon Web Services. It's a fantastic product. And also the reason Microsoft doing well for the Microsoft Azure, because the second biggest cloud provider. And guess what? Actually, Google really want to build amazing cloud to compete with the other two as well. But Google Cloud in general, I think is okay. Okay, I'm a big believer for the other two. So Google need to improve. Maybe Google need to hire more of my students to help them to build a better Google Cloud. So it's very lucrative, like space. Big fan. I can talk about this for hours. Last weekend I also did deep dive regarding Amazon Web Services to do a systems design. And if you're currently in PM Accelerator, you can watch the replay of system design using Amazon Web Services, where I shared like 170 different kind of product within Amazon, and it's amazing. Okay, so go study there. Now we talk about identify cash cow business. Number 3, apply jobs in bulk and increase efficiency. Okay, keywords in bulk. Okay, do not just apply for 1 jobs out there, 2 jobs out there, maybe 10 jobs, and then you get like 2 interviews. And actually, the success pretty high. Apply for 10 jobs, you get 2 interviews. That's happened to one of my students. Crazy, and she just applied online, applied for 10 jobs, and got 2 interviews because we improved her resume. But it doesn't mean that you can take it for granted. You are my student, so you only need to apply for 10 jobs. Come on, your teacher identified 20 jobs. You at least need to do more than your teacher. Okay, and especially you guys are not as efficient than I was, so you need to do it more than 20 jobs. Okay, so and another most important thing I want to share with you is that apply in bulk. In bulk means that you apply for like 31 jobs, 20 jobs one time. You sit in front of your desk and during one weekend apply for all the jobs, including networking strategies. Do not just apply online. You also need to network with those companies. Now, specifically, that's what we do. And for example, for people currently, I know some of our students watching this because I highly request you want my analysis regarding what's going on in the economy. So in our course portal, everybody, please watch this 1.5, where we talk about how to take massive action and how our student actually use the same strategy. She applied for 31 jobs and landed 9 interviews in a week. Okay, so other student has using the same strategies, landing multiple interview opportunities just within a week. I want you guys to actually watch this and do this. And basically the overview is and teach you exactly how to apply in bulk. So yeah, and also make sure you apply in bulk and also use the networking strategies, combination of applying online and networking strategies. So quickly land like multiple interviews in a week. Okay, so this is not just one stream making it happen. Many of your alumni inside PM Accelerator, they did the same thing as well. Okay, I also post the link of this like new training in our Discord channel. I want all of you guys to really study this. Okay, and you can ping other alumni did the same thing. I believe I have later today, I'm also going to make an announcement for the offer celebration. You can ping the alumni, use the same strategy, quickly land multiple interviews. Okay, take massive action. Okay, emphasize again, take massive actions and apply jobs in bulk. Okay, apply jobs in bulk, increase efficiency using networking strategies. Okay, now I also want to highlight very important, which is besides I mentioned apply for jobs bulk. Everyone knows apply for lots of jobs, but no, it's in addition to applying for jobs, increase your efficiency. Increasing efficiency means that you need to pitch yourself to the hiring manager. Okay, so this is how Alice did it. And Alice currently, she was our old student. She was with me for like a very long time. Before she started her MBA, she was inside the PM Accelerator. Now she actually started to share her knowledge within alumni communities. But I want to share with you regarding how she did it. Okay, so what Alice did was that she pitched herself, okay, to the hiring managers, and also she networked with like many big tech companies. Basically, she used our networking strategies, and because she also need H1B sponsorship, she decided to go big or go home. Okay, she only go for big companies. She was able to land 20 plus interviews with Formula, except Netflix. Okay, so let me define Formula. I just learned this like last week. Okay, people talk about FANG companies. There's another group company called Formula. FANG, like Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, like M stands for Microsoft, U stands for Uber, L, Lyft, I believe A is Airbnb, Formula, okay? So she was able to, she only go for big companies. It's just her goal, okay? And she was able to directly land 20 plus interviews with all the top companies, all the companies heard of, okay, except Netflix. And recently, she just told me that she was texting me today. She received her third offer. So in total, she got 3 offers, all of the 20 interviews, and all those companies agreed to sponsor her H1B, and all the like green card discussion was also on the table, agreed to sponsor her green card as well. Okay. So what she did was she pitched herself to the hiring manager that has the highest efficiency. All right. Now, another important update. I know some of our students inside PM Accelerator, you're watching this. I want you to do this. Pay close attention to our upcoming alumni panel, which is how to pitch yourself and land 20 plus interviews at Formula, which is upcoming Thursday, June 16th, 9 p.m. EST. Okay, so we'll make more detailed announcement in the alumni Discord channel. And basically Alice is going to show you behind the scenes how she did it. She's also going to give you her screenshot of her messages sending over to the hiring managers. So how she pitched herself, you can get all her script in our upcoming alumni panel. So yes, you have so much resources you can learn from each other, but feel free to ping your alumni ahead of time. Yeah, so they can get started even this week using the same methodology. Okay, well, let's go through Q&A, but we will do this. Let me do this. So let me see any questions here. Questions. Cool. All right. Let me go through the questions one by one. Feel free to put all your questions in the chat. I'm gonna go through this quickly. Okay. So next question, number 1, this pre-submitted question. Someone said you want to know the salary for FAANG companies in East Coast for PM with 3 to 5 years of experience. Okay, great. So I have specific example salaries I want to share with you guys. All right. So for East Coast, it's about 10% lower than the West Coast. All right. So insider information, it's about 10% lower for FAANG companies, roughly speaking. And then PM with 3 to 5 years of experience depends on your definition of PM. Okay, so now let me give you specific salary insight I have. I have a friend, he was a startup founder, I believe for 2 years working on AI product. And then he joined Amazon in Boston. 2 years ago, at the beginning of the pandemic, he was paid as $350,000. From Amazon, East Coast. as a startup co-founder and recently joined Amazon. That was 2 years ago. Because inflation right now, her equivalent salary probably already went up to $400,000. Okay, but he did very well in terms of his interview and also negotiation. Now, we also have people who landed like FAANG offers lately in our Inside PM Accelerator from Amazon. I believe she had she had 1.5 years PM experience and another like 1.5 years experience doing something else, total 3 years experience. She also landed another offer from Amazon in the East Coast. She's getting paid in the range of 300 grand as well. So my point is that the differences is about 10% East and West if you land offers in FANG company. That's very significantly based on your interview performance. I have people actually reach out to me, and it's extremely crazy. So they already had like 4 years and 8 years PM experience. When they interview with Amazon, Amazon downgrade them. Amazon downgrade from L6 because with those like many years experience, they should qualify for L6, and Amazon downgrade them to L5 to make them entry-level PM was because they didn't do well in the interview. Okay, some of them actually was a senior PM in one of the FANG companies and joined like interview with Amazon, but he was downgraded into the lower level was because he didn't perform well in the interview, even if he had more than 5 years PM experience. Okay, so you really need to perform well. Do not think about joining FANG company. You join FANG company as entry-level PM, even if you have many years experience, it's a waste of opportunity. Okay, you also probably feel very ashamed that they downgrade you. Okay, so please learn how to do it. And also clarification. Those people I mentioned, they did it by themselves. They were downgraded, and then immediately they were like, okay, I need to join PM Accelerator. They're like, I got downgraded. I need to figure out what's going on. It was like something wrong with my skills. It got downgraded. So we're training them how to not only go back up to the level, but also shoot up for the range they really desire. Okay, so they deserve to do more. So that's why they're getting training right now. So next question, I want to get information about how to crack the PM interview, how to answer a question, how to analyze any product. Okay, so this is a very heavy loaded question. Okay, so let me show you some free training, and you can use on my YouTube channel. So let me stop sharing here. Let me go to my YouTube channel. YouTube. Hold on. Go to YouTube. We have lots of free training. Go to my channel. Let me show you my screen. Let me do this. Where is my channel? Right here. Okay, maybe you guys can see this. Okay, great. So this is my channel regarding the training, how to analyze the product, how to answer the questions. There's a playlist that's all free training for all of you guys. Product manager interview questions and answers. Basically, that's everything you need. Highly recommend you to watch this video, this training, this. Must watch questions and see the 5 people watching right now, 5 view per hour people watching this right now, and go to this video, free training where you need to learn product manager case interview sample answers, design Uber app for people with disabilities. Okay, so it's a must watch video with free training. And then I also highly recommend you to watch my Gucci framework and product strategy. Where is it? Hold on, so much going on. Where is that? Gucci framework, which is a product strategy questions, and they are here. And then we also have another product strategy one. See, my computer froze, my YouTube channel froze. Oh gosh, I think it's loading and freezing. Okay, I'm here. Okay, great. It's very slow here. And then another highly recommend video where you can start self-learning is the another product strategy video here. Feel free to take this free training here, okay? And so they can get ready for your upcoming interview. And at the same time, if you need more customized coaching from me and also join a group of communities, the most engaging PM communities ever, you can go to this website, drnancylee.com, and learn more about PM Accelerator program I teach, okay? Now, let me go here, continue. Okay, again, I believe I share my screen. You couldn't share my screen. If you couldn't see my screen, just comment in the chat. I believe you can. Okay, so next question. I've been working for almost a year and I really want to change my career path to PM. I know I would be a good fit, but I need help breaking into the industry. Thank you, helping in advance. Okay, so how to break into the industry with no PM experience? First of all, you need to learn and master the product management language. You need to do the PM job before you even become one, okay? And also leverage your current experience to see how much you have done actually is relevant to product management, and then we can repackage your story to show them you already have transferable and relevant skills as a product manager. And I believe the best career ever and extremely fun. Okay, and of course there is 2 ways to do it. You can take some free training here. Let me show you the free training on my YouTube channel, how to break in as a PM. So we have a playlist. I have a playlist, how to become a product manager with no experience. You should watch lots of those free training. Lots of them are just like you. Okay, I believe with 1 year experience. If you only have 1 year experience, watch Jackie's training. I believe when Jackie become a PM, she had about 1.5 years experience. That's very relevant to what you have. So watch this video, how to land a PM position in American Express. And recently she also actually become not a PM, she just a PM because she got promoted. That she's doing fantastic. She also became our mentor inside our PM Accelerator. Okay, should learn from her. There's lots of free training. Okay, I want you guys to get started immediately. And also most important thing, you need to learn how to build a product portfolio and speak the PM language before you even become one. And you can also take some courses from my program, Product Manager Accelerator, and go to this website and join our free masterclass and learn more about the program. Okay. Oh, people ask about the free masterclass. Where is it? So right here is here. So I show, yeah, it's this website, drnancylee.com/masterclass. You should go to this website and learn more about our program as well. And also check out all the playlists I create for you guys, how to break in. Yeah, it's very important you start building a product portfolio right away. Now, next question. Do I have, wow, I have so many questions. Been working a year and did offer. Okay, great, cool slideshow. I believe my team is trying to add new questions live as well. So feel free to put your questions. I believe, Justin, you asked this question earlier. First of all, congratulations. Got an offer as a founding team PM. What are the major things you would focus on in your first week or two? What are some of the challenges you can expect to face? Okay, so the major things you need first on in your first 1 or 2 weeks is start to understand your customer segmentation. Who are your customers? Number 2, you need to understand the existing product. I assume that there is some existing product. Okay, as a founding team PM, maybe if you don't have a product, you probably have MVP. Okay, so understand the existing product. And third, you need to work cross-functionally. You need to build rapport and relationship with all the people in the team as well. Okay, so that you're going to work together very coherently to join and create amazing product together. Okay, so the challenges I think you will be expecting was that when you mentioned you already joined team as a funding team PM, I assume you probably joined a startup, and it's not three guys in garage startup, probably already have 50 people, something like that, a funding team PM. Okay, what are some of the challenges you may expect to face? And probably there's no PM processes, number one, and number two, you will soon start to hire other people and mentor other people as well. You might be the one who's put on the leadership position. Actually, we have one of the students in the exact same scenario. He was the funding team PM. He was the only PM who was hired, and soon he was promoted within 3 months. Got promoted as senior PM, and then he was asked to mentor and hire other PMs. Okay, so you need to quickly learn, deal with the chaos, and at the same time start to hire and mentor other people. So you need to train your team and set up the PM processes. And actually inside the PM Accelerator, we teach you all the framework in terms of how to thrive in your new job, and all the framework we're teaching you here can be used in a new job as well. So check out on our website, drnancy.com, to learn more as well. And next question, I'll be starting masters in the US, how to look for internship? Okay, very good question. Okay, great. So how to look for internship? And first of all, timing is very important. In April, August, is this coming August, FAANG company, FAANG companies will start hiring again. I don't think they'll have zero headcount, as I just proved to you. Even if they say freeze hiring, there's still so many job openings right now, thousands. Okay. So which means in August they will still hire a few, may not be thousands, maybe hundreds. There will be a lot of opportunities. Okay, so get ready to get your 30 seconds elevator pitch ready and resume ready. You should start practicing all the product design, product strategy, product sense interview right now. And then in August, you are ready for FAANG interview. Okay, FAANG or FAANG interview. And then that's for FAANG company. After the rounds of FAANG companies over, you can get ready for small, medium companies. The best way to do that is through the networking strategy. Yes, which we're going to teach you. So I'm in this alumni panel next week. I want everyone to tune in inside the PM Accelerator. This is not a public event. This is only alumni. We have almost 400 students inside PM Accelerator. We have lots of alumni coming in to share. Okay, so we answer internship questions. How to build connections to get referrals in companies you do not have friends in. Oh, fantastic question. Okay, so there are high-level framework we teach inside a PM Accelerator, but I can share with you. It's called ABC framework. It's actually called ABC framework. Okay, in order to build connections, and you need to follow the ABC stands for A, stands for appraise. Okay, you need to appraise what the person is good at. B stands for because you also have similar background, or you're also in the same path of that person. How is that person related to you? It's very important. That's B part of framework. C stands for call to action. Okay, so using this ABC framework, you're able to get referrals. That's what we teach people inside the PM Accelerator. How do I know if product manager is the right track? Oh, fantastic question. Okay, so I have lots of free training for you guys to decide. So let me show you my screen. Let me show you my free training. I already filmed all the free training. Typical question, how to go to my YouTube channel. Check out this free training. How do I know if you want to become a PM? Okay, so where is right here. How to become an outstanding product manager? First of all, you need to understand this A step to decide, should I become a PM or not? I have already. A step to decide, should I become a product manager with no experience? You need to decide. Watch this 8 steps. Tell you lots of behind the scenes stories. What does it look like to work as a PM? And then you also need to learn what skills are required to become a PM. Okay, so we have what skills? Career path with skills you need. Okay, skills you need to become a PM. A product manager skills, transition from consultant and MBA. So the 8 skills you need as a PM, very critical. And then you also have like what does a product manager do in Google, Facebook, TikTok, blockchain companies is here. Okay, so those are going to help you to decide if you want to become a PM or not. So go to my YouTube channel to get the free trainings today. Cool. Okay, let me go back to the questions. Feel free to put your questions in the chat. Okay. Let me do this. Let me share my screen again. Let me share my screen again. Slideshow mode. How do I know PM is the right track? We answered this already. Dr. Nancy, would you please explain about applying in bulk versus tailor your resume for each job description? PM of consumer-facing feature is different from PM Azure. Okay, so what I say applying for bulk is that you still need to make sure you optimize your resume for different jobs. And inside PM Accelerator, we teach you how to quickly optimize your resume, and we have different template you can use. And then apply for bulk means that you need to apply for lots of jobs and within a day and sit in front of the desk and just apply for multiple jobs, including networking as well. Okay, so and then yes, you need to tailor your resume based on the type of product you're applying for. But the template we use is like 95% of the keywords are the same. Now the other 5% are the keywords for different kind of product you're applying for. Okay, so you can change as you go, but applying in bulk means that you need to take massive action, okay, using the strategies I just mentioned. Okay, I believe that's all the questions we have. All right, so let me see, did I miss any questions? Thank you, my support team. How do I know product manager is the right track? We answered all the questions. Awesome. I believe we covered all the questions. Cool. Okay, one last question. Let me put it here. Where is it? Okay. Oh no, the template is gone. Oops, template is gone. Duplicate. Oh, it's here already. I see my team already put on. Huh. Okay, so is this question? Lots of FAANG companies have the same portal for job application. Will be applied with different resume for different job and the same company. Okay, so yes, if you have different resume, you should apply for different job even if it's in the same company. The answer is yes. Yes, you should. You should always tailor your resume. Awesome. I believe we covered questions. When is PMA masterclass? Okay, so next PMA masterclass. You can go to this website. I think this one tomorrow. Go to this website. Where is this website? Hold on. Let me share my screen. question, when is the next PMA masterclass? You can come here. So go to this website, drnancy.com/masterclass. You can find out the latest information regarding when we will have the next masterclass. I believe this one tomorrow, and my team is managing all my calendar. Yes, go to this website, drnancy.com/masterclass. You'll be able to learn more about the time and everything. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. I believe we covered all the questions. You guys are doing great and being very engaging. That's amazing. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, great. Cool. All right. So I believe I covered all the questions, and I wish all of you guys good luck. So anybody who's interested in inside of PM Accelerator, and you can go to this website, drnancy.com. And at the same time, quick reminder for all our alumni, PM Accelerator alumni, join next Thursday our alumni panel. So Alice will share with you how she landed interviews with all the FAANG companies, or 20 plus, minus Netflix. All possible company, all big tech company you can imagine, famous ones, sexy ones, all different kinds. She get everything except Netflix. Okay, she's gonna share with you her behind the scenes script she used, how exactly she did it with super high success rate. Okay, so get close, mark on your calendar. We're gonna see you next that's Thursday, okay, for our alumni panel. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna see you next week, and also see all of you guys next week when we do YouTube live as well. Make sure to share this video with anybody who needs the advice in terms of how to land a job during this hiring phase. We have proven strategy to make it happen. I want all of you guys to be successful. Okay, cool. All right, so gonna see you guys next time. Bye.